Hi everyone! So today is Monday, February 28th, and this video is going to be about my tour of the Atletico de Madrid Stadium, Wanda Metropolitan, which was last Sunday, so a week from yesterday, and then the hike I went on Friday, which was to Las Cascadas del Purgatorio, which is Purgatory Falls. I explain that later in the video. Both were super fun. It was super fun just to explore Madrid since, as you all have seen, I've gone out of Madrid a lot to travel the rest of Europe. So it was nice to see some things within this city. And then this upcoming weekend, I will be doing a lot of that as well because Caroline and Kyle are coming and we'll be doing a lot of touristy stuff in Madrid as well as going on a trip somewhere. So I am very excited and I hope you all enjoy this video. So we started by taking the metro to the outside of the stadium, and a lot of people were just walking around. It was open to the public during the day, which I thought was cool because it's not like that at home. And then we began our private tour of the stadium, which was super cool. So we immediately walked out into the stadium itself and got to see it from the stands. So here's a picture of me up there, and we got to sit in the presidential suite, which was cool. And then we went back inside and we took pictures with like this wallpaper of the team of Atletico de Madrid, and they had a VR thing where you got to experience what the players do. And then we got to walk into the locker room, which was cool, and they had jerseys hanging up, the seats of all the players. We hung out in there for a while. It was really pretty cool looking. Here's me sitting in one of the seats. They're very comfy. And here's more of the locker room itself. And then we got to go out through the players' tunnel onto the field itself, which was super cool. And it was so pretty and huge. It's like a ginormous stadium. So I have a bunch of videos from this because I thought it was so pretty. We kind of just hung out here probably for like 30 minutes, just admiring the field. Here's a picture of me with their logo, a selfie from the field, and I was wrong in the last video when I said it was Real Madrid. It's not. It's Atletico de Madrid, their other football team, soccer, whatever you want to call it. So just more pictures of the stadium, and then we got to see where the players sit. So we hung out, sat there for a while. I was the only girl to go on this tour, but more power to me, women in sport. So a couple more of the field. There we go. And then we got to go into their press conference room, which was cool. We got to sit in the chairs that they sit in, which you'll see in a second right there. That was another party sitting there. And there really weren't that many people, so it was super cool. And then at the end, we got to go into their museum, which was a separate attraction apart from the stadium tour. That thing that I'm showing right there, they put like a tattoo on your arm. It was really funny. And they had a bunch of shows that were kind of just tucked away, and I ended up stumbling upon them. So, like, here's some of them. And then a couple of my friends would come with me. And then at the end, this door opened to this private room that had all of their trophies that they've won, which was, like, really cool because we just happened to stumble upon this. So they had a room where you got to karaoke their, like, anthem, basically, of the team, a bunch of different video stations where you got to hear about their victories, a small model of the stadium, as you see here. Another show, this one I wandered into by myself, and I was in here for I think the show was like 6 minutes, and nobody could find me, and they didn't know where I was, but I was just watching the show. It was super interesting. It was about a player's journey to the team, and that was it for the stadium tour. So then it was the hike that I went on 3 days ago, so about a week after the stadium tour. We took a bus out there where my friends fell asleep, and then we began our hike, and there were so many animals. Like, there was a cute little dog right here, and there were also sheep in that little yard. And then later on, we saw bulls that I have a video of here, and then we saw more later on. So that was cool, and they just minded their own business. As long as we weren't loud and didn't bother them, they didn't really care that we were there. So that was cool. The name of this hike is Cascadas del Purgatorio, which is Purgatory Falls in English. So it led to a big waterfall 30 meters high. It was about a 7-mile hike, which isn't bad at all. And then we got to see little creeks as we were going up. It was really like in the mountains, but it was super fun. I really enjoyed it. It was chilly, I will say. It was like 30 degrees Fahrenheit, but we were dressed and we were moving, so it wasn't bad. These were like the little waterfalls, the runoff at like the end. Took some pictures there because we saw that first. And then I had to touch the water because I was just curious if it was cold or not. It was, and I will discover that later. So as we were climbing, this is the start of the big waterfall from a distance. And as you can see, we started jumping in the creek, like on the rocks. That's my friend Mariana and I. We started climbing over the rocks to get to where my friends are, as you see there. But Alexia, being Alexia, slipped twice. Fell waist down into the water in 30 degrees. This picture was taken right after I fell in. I did hurt my foot and my ankle, but it was okay. I could finish the hike. I could walk on it. And I was able to go to Nice the next day, so I guess it wasn't that bad. Hurts a little now, but it's okay. I think it was worth it. It was really beautiful. And then we went up to the peak of the mountain. Here are some pictures of us. We just stood there, screamed off the ledge. Super fun. And then we made our way back down, where here these are the two cows and bulls I said we saw. Here's one. The other one's about to come. It was so cool. I really enjoyed it. I like hiking now, after doing it in Madrid. So that is about it for my hike. Hope you enjoyed it.